Hey honeybees, welcome to Eclectic Duality. My name is Alyssa and today we're doing a special pick a card reading just for you. This is going to be what is going on in this connection. Now, this is going to be an 18 plus reading because we are using the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So if you are under 18, please click off now. All right, honeybees. For all of you that are left, if you are returning to my channel, welcome back. And if you are new to my channel, show the love and subscribe down below. It really helps me out a lot. But as usual, keep in mind that energy is fluid, time is an illusion, roles can be reversed, and this may not be your story. And that's okay. There's so many amazing readers out there. One of them will resonate with you. And if you don't like the story that I tell in this reading, change the outcome. It is that simple. All right, honeybees, we have 4 piles for you to choose from. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. I will give you all a moment to decide which pile or piles you feel most drawn to, and I will meet you there. Hello, my pile 1 people. This is your reading. All right, so one really common thing that happens when you are doing such collective general readings for so many people is when there is a question posed where you're asking about somebody else's feelings towards you or feelings towards a connection. Because you are watching the video, it is really likely that the reader is going to pick up on your energy very strongly. And sometimes your energy will be weaved within the other person's energy. So it might be a little bit confusing when you get the message. You might be hearing a lot of your feelings being told back to you from the reader. And so you probably are wondering, does this person mirror my feelings? Is it reciprocated? Is that why it sounds like me? Because they feel the same way? Or is the reader picking up on my energy? I wanted to make that a little bit easier for you guys. So I have person A represented by the gilded tarot cards here, and I have person B represented by the Rider-Smith Waite cards here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a quick description of each person and the energy they're giving off, and then you as the watcher can decide, which energy you feel is yours and which energy you feel is theirs. And then from there you can decipher the message. I do have to say, some of you might be readers yourself. Some of you might be tarot readers, or you might be astrologists, or you might do some kind of divination. I just want to say that right now. It's very interesting. But anyway, let's get into it. So, person A, I get a lot of earthy and fiery and airy energy. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It really could be any sign. But I actually feel most likely that person A is an air sign. I feel like most likely because there's that very mental energy with this person, very logical, very intelligent, but also flighty, very, very grounded as well, which is why I think that there's probably a lot of fire and earth in their chart. And I feel like this person actually is pretty financially stable right now. They have things worked out in their life. Their life is stable in general. They've got, everything is just comfortable at the moment for them. But that being said, they work really, really hard to be comfortable. They work really, really hard for this stability. And I feel like there's a lot on their plate. I don't feel like they're overly stressed or anything like that. I feel like they manage this really well, but they don't really have a lot of time for extra things, like, for instance, communicating with other people. I also feel like person A appears to have a lot of choices. Now, not just choices in regards to romance, but choices in terms of careers, choices in terms of passions in general. They just kind of seem like they're just, they have so much potential to do anything they want. This is kind of the jack of all trades type vibe. And then we have our person B, where I get a really emotional energy. Now, this person I feel very strongly is a water sign. So we have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio is what I'm channeling for this one. Now, they could have a lot of earth in their chart because we do have the King of Pentacles showing up. And with that main male energy, even though that's not pertaining specifically to this person, I just feel drawn to that card in regards to this person. So I do feel like this person probably has a lot of grounded qualities as well that makes them seem a little earthy. But overall, I feel like this person might be a little bit withdrawn right now. Because that King of Pentacles is showing up in reverse, I feel like this person is struggling financially. I feel like they're not in the career they want to be. They're not making the amount of money that they feel like they need to be comfortable. They're not in a comfortable spot, and they don't feel like they have a lot to give right now. But that being said, I feel like this person is very tender, very gentle, very loving, but at the same time, I feel like there is a fortress in between person A and person B, because person B has this really, really just concrete mask on their face, not trying to let anything go right now. All right, so what is going on in this connection? First of all, we have calling in your soulmate. So I believe both of you manifested each other at some point. I think, I honestly get the impression, regardless of your spirituality, regardless of your religion, I feel like both of you either prayed or asked for each other. I feel like some of you prayed to God, some of you prayed to the angels, some of you looked at the full moon and made a wish. I don't know what it was, but both of you asked for each other in some sense. You might have actually had a list of things you wanted in a soulmate, that you wanted in your future partner, and I think it took a little bit of time, but then all of a sudden you both just collided in some kind of way. Maybe you guys worked together, maybe you met at a bar, maybe you met in the grocery store, maybe you had a mutual friend. I feel like it's going to be a different story across the board for you guys. I really do, because I feel like the universe was going to do whatever it took to get you together. Okay, but either way, I feel like you guys were inexplicably drawn to your exact place at an exact time so that you guys could meet. Okay? Now, I don't feel like you guys immediately recognize the chemistry between you. I don't think either one of you fully recognized how wonderful the other person was right away. I don't know why, but I feel like there might have been some bickering at the beginning of this connection, or you guys really weren't sure about each other. You didn't look at each other and go, oh wow, I really like you. In fact, you probably looked at each other and said, I don't really like them, which is actually really ironic, because I feel like the minute that you two started really talking with your guards down, all of a sudden, emotions, feelings crept up on you. The more you learned about this person, the more you felt a connection with them. I'm going to take a drink of water, guys. I feel like you guys are realizing more and more and more that you're the one that they were looking for, They're the one that you were looking for. And I think that really shocked both of you. And neither one of you quite know how to proceed here. Because what's funny is you guys asked for this. You made this wish. You manifested this. But maybe you didn't actually believe that it would happen. You didn't actually believe that this would occur, and both of you are just kind of in this stalemate. Now, with the devil card showing up here, I feel like there's something about this relationship that feels a little bit taboo. Okay, so if you work together, it could be that in the workplace it's extremely frowned upon that, coworkers date, but it still feels even more taboo than that to me. I almost get the impression that one of you might be a supervisor, one of you might have a higher position within a company, or if it's not about the workplace, it could be that this is like your best friend's ex or a family member's ex. I know that sounds really funny, but whatever this was, I feel like it's something like that. Something about it feels naughty, okay? And on one hand, you guys don't know if it would be like ethically okay to date each other, but the other part of you wants to jump in this because you're turned on by it. Okay, there's something about that naughtiness, that taboo kind of energy that's actually a bit of a turn on, but both of you are kind of resisting it. Another thing that's really interesting is I feel like person A, they have the stability to offer. They have the balanced life to offer, but I don't feel like they're fully emotionally invested in this. So although they can give, they can give a pentacle to person B, they can give stability to person B, they can't quite give their heart yet. I feel like that person A has some healing to do within themselves, and they're so busy. Their energy goes very, very completely to something else. So I think that if this connection were to move to the next level right now, person B wouldn't be getting the time and affection that they would need from person A. In fact, they might end up feeling a little neglected. So I think because person A has so much going on in their life right now, that's one thing that's kind of holding up this connection. Now, person B, the emotions are there, okay? They can give with the King of Cups showing up here. They have a full cup of love to extend to person A. The problem is they don't feel like they have any stability or balance to offer. Like I said, I feel like person B is struggling financially. They're not in a good living situation. They don't feel very much in balance right now. There's a lot of things they're trying to figure out about their life. They haven't decided which path they want to take at this time. And so they don't feel like they have anything material to offer. They have love to offer, but they feel like they might be another burden to person A. Now, I don't believe that person A would feel that way. I feel like person A would accept the situation as it is. However, either way, neither partner in this connection has a full package to offer right now. And once again, I think that's why this is delayed. Do I think that this is going to happen eventually? Well, I pulled main male as the outcome of this connection, or where you guys are headed. So absolutely, I feel like this is about to take off. Okay? Main male is a dynamic, abundant energy. Okay? So I feel like one of you or both of you is going to come towards the other really quickly, and this connection is going to take off. Like I said, I feel like you guys manifested each other. I feel like you guys are soulmates. I really do. Especially if you resonate with this pile. But in the outcome stages, I believe that both of you are going to figure out the things that are blocking you personally. Like person A is going to kind of open up their heart a bit more and make more time in their busy schedule. And then person B is going to work out their financial situation and work out their home life, and then get to a more stable spot. And once that happens, I believe this connection is going to come together and be beautiful and passionate. And I really, with this, I believe that this could be a long lasting relationship. This could very well be your future spouse. All right, my pile one people, I'm going to leave it there. If you got to the end of this reading, please leave a green heart in the comments so I know how many of you picked this pile. And as usual, please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos like so. I love you so much. Take care. Hello, my pile 2 people. This is your reading. All right, honeybees. So when you are dealing with collective energies for many people, one common thing and frustrating thing that can happen is you might notice that the reader seems to be picking up on your energy more than anything else. And that could be confusing because then you're like, well, is this person just mirroring me? Are they reciprocating my energy? Is that why it sounded like you were telling me how I feel? Or were you just simply picking up on my energy and not theirs? So I wanted to make that a little bit easier for you today. So I have person A represented by the Gilded Tarot cards here, which is these 2 cards. And then I have person B represented by the Rider-Waite deck here, which is these 3 cards. So I will do kind of a short description on each person, at least energetically, and then you as the watcher can decide, which person you are and which person they are. And then from there you can kind of decipher this story on your own. So let's get right into it. So person A, which is represented by the Gilded Tarot cards here, I feel like this person is really, really not giving to this right now. So I'm going to guess, because you are the one watching this reading, that is your person's energy, but doesn't have to be. You could be watching this because you're unsure of person B. You could be the one who's not feeling fully invested in this right now because there's something you're doubting, okay? So person A, they're doubting something about this. Maybe they don't trust it. Maybe they have a lot of fears in this connection. With the 9 of Swords showing up, this is someone who's probably an insomniac. They stay up really, really late, either by choice or they just simply can't sleep. I feel like this person very well, you might not even know this if this isn't you, but I feel like this person has night terrors for sure. And this is someone who doesn't really like to open up and doesn't like to share a lot of private information about themselves. This is someone who I don't feel like they're very emotionally open, but that's not to say that they're mean or they're apathetic or anything like that. I do feel like this person has a lot of really, really deep feelings. I do feel like this person cares about others. However, I just feel like whatever they're going through is really, really overwhelming them right now. And because they're so overwhelmed, they're not really looking at anything in kind of a romantic light. All right. And then we have person B, which is represented by the Rider-Waite cards here. Now, this person very well could be a Gemini or Capricorn is what I'm picking up with the Lovers and the 10 of Pentacles showing up here, but doesn't have to be. But I feel like this person is emotionally invested in this connection. This person's decided that they want to be with the other one. This person has fallen in love, okay? This person believes that they could have a enriching, wonderful, beautiful 10 of Pentacles with person A. They feel like this is the end all be all. This is definitely a romantic energy, okay? Very romantic energy. But what's interesting with the Queen of Wands in reverse here in regards to how this person's feeling and seeing this connection, maybe they feel like there's a lack of passion right now. And that's a little frustrating because I feel like the love is there, the romantic vibe is there, but it might be kind of a youthful romance. This person hasn't really, I don't know if this person is frustrated because they're not getting reciprocal passion from the other person, and that's why they're feeling their kind of inner passion simmering down for person A, or if this person has just such a youthful, romantic, dreamy energy that they haven't even thought ahead to what things would be like sexually, or in a passionate sense. It's a very youthful energy, a little bit, and I don't mean this in a bad way, a little bit of a naive energy. So someone who's maybe not super experienced in regards to relationships. Maybe they've never had a romantic partner, or maybe they've had only one or two. And so they just look at things through very rose colored glasses, where person A seems to be definitely more guarded. Now, whether or not they're more experienced, I don't know, but I do feel like a little bit of a kind of jaded quality there. But with the let go of control issues right next to it with community, I feel like that kind of goes along with this person's exterior. They don't like to feel like they're letting themselves be vulnerable. Plus, they don't like the unknown. This is someone who loves to plan out their day to the T. They probably have a planner, a calendar. They probably book things in advance. In regards to the coming week, I feel like this person loves to have a very structured lifestyle. They don't like surprises, and they don't like deviating from the path, which is kind of funny here because I feel like this connection with you would be deviating off of the path. Now, I do feel like this person has romantic feelings for person B. I absolutely do. I feel like that's there, but I feel like it frustrates person A because I like I said, I feel like they want this really tight control over every single thing that happens in their life. And we all know that you can't have control over everything, but I feel like this person is sure trying, okay? And they're basically saying, nope, the right person's not coming in till I'm exactly this age. I'm not getting married until exactly this age. I'm not having children till exactly this age. It's going to happen on my timing. And then you showed up at timing that wasn't their timing. Okay, so whether or not this person sees you as a very, very positive romantic partner or not, they're not really opening themselves up to the idea. However, little do you know, this person fantasizes about you. I bet you probably didn't know that. Okay, so I'm gonna say, because like I said, I feel like you guys are person B, and that's the energy I'm getting. But if you are not, reverse the roles here. But I feel like person A fantasizes about person B in a very passionate way, and you would never even know it. This person probably thinks about you while they're lying in bed at night and can't sleep. This is someone who wonders what it would be like to touch your skin. They wonder what it would be like to watch you get undressed. This person has definitely thought about what it would be like to make love to you all night so that you guys are so exhausted you fall asleep in a tangle wherever you fall. Okay, and I also feel like this person very possibly, is a little bit kinkier than I think you even know. I mean, look at this card. They have a rope dangling off of her wrist, and they were so exhausted by the end that they just kept it. This is definitely a little bit kinky, very, very passionate. They want to see everything. They want to know everything about you. But like I said, this person has such a tight reign of control over their emotions that they would never let you see that. Okay? Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh, that's so frustrating. I totally get that, because then how are you supposed to read someone like that? How are you supposed to know what they like, what they don't like if they're not opening up? So what I'm hearing with this let go of control issues and then worth waiting for, And then with the outcome cards, so I basically pulled community and poverty to represent where this connection was headed, okay, as it currently stands. So I feel like this is something that could manifest eventually, but if you sit around and wait for this person, I feel like it's just going to end up being a disappointment. It's going to drain you of your energy. This person's not going to give an inch, and you're going to feel like you've wasted your time. Okay? And nobody wants that. I mean, life is short enough as it is. Okay? I feel like it's important not to rush this person or push person A into giving you feelings they're not ready to display. So actually, I'm hearing some advice here, honeybees. So in regards to this connection, the advice that I'm hearing is let go of all expectations of the outcome here. Okay? So I know a lot of you, if you're in that person B energy, you feel like this person is your end all be all, that they're going to be your soulmate, that you're going to live out your life with them. You might not admit that to anybody else, but that's the energy that I'm getting from this. I feel like you need to let go of that expectation and broaden your mind to other possibilities, other people, and then shift your focus from this person. Now, like I said, this person does have a well of emotions. They do. They just keep it to themselves. But this is also the ultimate observer. So when you shift your focus, this person's going to feel it immediately. Now, do I think they're going to charge after you immediately? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Like I said, this person has a lot of self-control. But I do think over time, this person's going to start missing you. I feel like this person is going to miss your presence. They're going to wonder what you're doing. They're going to wonder what you're thinking. If they see you flirting with other people, I think they're going to find that they have little bits of jealousy that crops up, and they immediately try to stamp it out. But you're going to, by turning away, I feel like that's going to affect them emotionally. And I see this playing out in probably one of two ways. Either one, this person will finally get to a point where they admit their feelings to themselves, and then they come towards you in a more open and kind of reciprocal way. Or two, this person's going to make the choice to continue guarding their heart, guarding their emotions, keep being jaded, and then you're going to move on and you're going to find something completely fulfilling elsewhere. So either way, I don't know if that's what you want to hear, but either way, I basically see that you're going to get the fulfillment you're looking for, because you are, keeping your heart open. You are a loving individual. You do have this romantic streak that I think is very contagious in a positive way to other people. I feel like you inspire others to, enjoy that youthful, kind of exciting energy in their life. And that's going to draw people to you. So even if it doesn't work out with this person in this connection, know that someone else is going to step in and will be more of a balanced energy. All right, my pile 2 people, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. If you got to the end of this reading, please leave a orange heart in the comments so I know how many of you picked this pile. And please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos like so. I love you guys so much. Take care. Hello, my pile 3 people. This is your reading. All right, honeybees, when you are dealing with collective general energies from many people, one common and frustrating thing that can happen is you might notice that the tarot reader seems to be picking up on your energy more than anything else. And that's a pretty common issue, because as the watcher, you're putting a lot of energy, even if it's in the future, into this reading. Okay, and that's what the reader's picking up on. And that can make you wonder, hey, is this my energy? Or is the person on my mind just mirroring my energy? Is it reciprocal? I wanted to make that a little bit easier for you all in this reading. So, person A is going to be represented by the Gilded Tarot cards here, okay? And then person B is going to be represented by the Rider-Waite-Smith cards here. So that's how we're going to separate it. I'm going to do a little bit of a description of the energies from each person, and then you guys can decide if you are person A or person B and which one your person is. And from there, you can kind of decipher the story. All right, honeybees, let's get right into it. So first of all, as a tarot reader, you can feel a Scorpio from a mile away. You can see a Scorpio from a mile away. I feel very strongly that one of you is a Scorpio, okay? And if one of you is not actually a Scorpio sun, there is a lot of Scorpio in one of your charts, okay? It is obvious here, obvious. I mean, look at this energy. I was only drawing one, maybe two of the Tarot of Sexual Magic cards for this reading, and then a whole pile came out, and I was told, you're taking all of them because they're important. You're taking all of them because you need to see the encompassing sexual passion in this connection. You need to see this crazy, and I mean crazy in a good way, freaky deaky energy. I mean, we have the Tower showing up twice in this reading. The Tower, let me say that again for those of you in the back. The Tower showed up twice in this reading, and the Tower is an extremely scorpionic card. I do want to say that I do see Aquarius as well, but I feel like Scorpio is the main attraction here, okay? Both of you could be Scorpios for all I know. Like, there's just so much of that energy here. So much of that energy. Okay, so let's start with person A. Scorpio. That's kind of, I feel like person A is probably the Scorpio. This person, they look at person B and think that this is their wish fulfillment. This is the one they've been waiting for, and they want there to be a huge change in this connection. They basically want to kick down, like if you guys were friends, this person wants to kick over that friendship and then get right down to brass tacks and throw you on the bed and have their way with you. And then basically transform this situation into a romantic and passionate one. If this is someone that you were involved with before and things just didn't work out for whatever reason, this person wants to basically kick down any expectation of the past repeating itself and rush in and sweep person B off their feet, okay? Whatever the situation is, if you guys are friends with benefits, person A wants to kick away that stereotype and they just want to have you to themselves at all times, okay? Whether this is love yet, I don't know if this is actual love yet, in love yet. I do think there's a lot of romantic, passionate, and sexual energy here. I do think there is a desire here for the other person, and not even just a desire sexually, but person A wants to, I'm hearing possess person B, so this is a little bit of an obsessive energy. Doesn't have to be stalkerish or anything like that, but I do feel like person A is uber focused on person B. Okay, and I feel like they're basically chomping at the bit to show off their sexual prowess in some kind of way. I feel like this person wants to do everything you can think of with person B. They want there to be passion and cuddling. They want there to be touching, fondling, foreplay. They want to have sex on a swing. They want to play some dominatrix games. They want to do something real wild, real crazy. I mean, they want to do something a little risky, a little dangerous. This person wants to have passionate, all night loving, just lovemaking. This person wants to basically write you poems, sing to you, draw you a picture. I feel like person A could be an artist, okay? I just get a very intense vibe with person A. Person B, which is these two cards here. So this is an interesting energy with the Five of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. This person, I feel like they recently were in a situation that brought them a lot of disappointment, a lot of sadness, and this person's recovering. Now, they are moving out of that sadness. I think that's why it's reversed. I feel like they are, healing those wounds, but they're still recovering. Okay? So they're a little bit. I don't know if sensitive is the right word. They're feeling a little bit raw at the moment. And they're not feeling especially passionate at this moment because of the healing that they're working on. But I also get the impression that person B is a little bit intimidated by the intensity of person A. Now, that's not to say that the intensity from person A is bad at all. In fact, this is a pretty wonderful, sexy, fun energy. And person A, they want to take care of person B. This is no joke. This is not a hit it and quit it kind of scenario. Person A does not want a one night stand with person B. They want you know what I heard? They want to be daddy. Okay, they want to be daddy to person B. I'm just going to say it. They want to take care of them. But person B is just not quite at the stage where they can give anything right now. So this is an interesting energy here, guys. If you are person A, obviously you have a deep, deep desire for person B. And even though person B is very friendly towards you, you can tell that they feel the connection between you guys. And you want things to take off. A lot of you might have come towards this person and made an offer, and they turned you down in a very sweet, nice way, but turned you down nonetheless, and it just kind of made you want them more. And the truth is, this person does like you. I feel like all these sexual cards wouldn't show up if it was only one-sided. I do feel like person B does feel some of that passion, does feel some of that attraction, but they are not in the spot to reciprocate it at this time. They just don't have it in them right now to jump into a new relationship. Now, if you are person B, the reason why you might be asking about person A is because you have some fears. You don't feel ready, but you also are worried about letting this opportunity pass you by. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity that you regret later. But what I'm hearing with this pay attention to the red flag showing up here is that it's important not to rush yourself, okay? I'm going to get some water here. It's really important that if you're person B, if you're going through that healing, that you do not rush yourself, okay? Because if this connection is meant to happen, I do feel like it'll come back around. But besides that, this scorpionic energy, they're going to stick around for a little while. They're going to keep up with the chase for a little while. So I feel like you're going to have time to heal. But once again, if you're that person A energy, that scorpionic energy, just realize that, yeah, chasing this person, can be really fun, and the other person might enjoy it on some level, but just keep they're a little fragile. Okay, so keep that in mind as you are pursuing them. Try your best to not make them feel pressured. Try your best to let them know that you respect their boundaries. I do feel like you respect their boundaries, but please, let them know that. Let them know that you respect their boundaries, that you're not going to try to make them rush this healing, because I just feel like they're really overwhelmed. Now, with the outcome or where you guys are headed in this connection, I got toil and labor. So what I think that means is a lot of work, a lot of hard work is ahead of both of you, especially if you want this connection to work. But either way, I feel like person B, they have a lot of work to do in regards to their stability, nurturing themselves, focusing on their career. So this is a connection that if you really want this to happen, It's something that's going to take a lot of hard work, and it's going to take a lot of time. So you got to decide, what is worth it to you. Now, I'm not saying this person's not worth it, but what I am saying is that you shouldn't stop your life. You shouldn't cause yourself to be stagnant just because there's someone that you want to be with who is not quite ready. I feel like divine timing is at work here. If this is meant to be, it will come back around. If you're meant to be with someone else, you're going to find somebody else, and that's going to be okay. And I know that that's a frustrating message. Nobody likes to hear "not right now." Okay, nobody does. And nobody likes to hear the open-ended, "Oh, well, if it comes back around, it was yours." I know. We all cringe at that. I know. But that's what I'm hearing, honeybees. That's what I'm hearing. Don't put your life on hold. Let this person heal. If you need to, refocus your energy elsewhere. You do you, and maybe let the other person know that you're there for them if they need anything. And then just every once in a while, maybe do a little check-in, but just continue to enjoy your life. Don't let the fact that this person isn't reciprocating right now disappoint you or hurt you. Just know that it's not about you. It truly is not about you. This person just has a lot that they are working through emotionally. All right, my pile 3 people, if you got to the end of this reading, please leave a red heart. Hello, my pile 4 people. This is your reading. All right, honeybees, when you are dealing with general collective energies for many people, one common and frustrating thing that can happen is the reader can pick up on your energy stronger than anybody else's. And that can make it really confusing when you're watching a reading and you're wondering how someone feels, and all you're hearing is about your feelings for them. And so it makes you question, does this person just feel the same way as me? Do they reciprocate? Are they mirroring me? Or did the reader just pick up on my energy? So I wanted to make that a little bit easier for you guys. So we have person A represented by the Gilded Tarot cards, which is these 4 cards here. And then we have person B represented by the Rider-Waite-Smith cards, which are these 7 cards here. So I will do kind of a quick description of the energy on both sides, and then you can decide if you are person A or person B, and which one your person is. And once you kind of figure that out, you guys should be able to kind of decipher your story and the advice here. All right, let's get right into it. So, first question that I have for you, my pile 4 people. How many people are involved in this situation? I feel like this is extremely complicated. Okay? Extremely complicated. When we have the 3 of Swords show up, and the 3 of Pentacles show up, and the Tower, and the Death card, and the 8 of Cups, which talks about leaving. And then the Moon, which talks about illusions, truth that is not known or hasn't come to light yet. And then 2 of Wands, talking about making plans for the future, indecision, trying to decide what you want. The 5 of Wands, which is conflict. And then Justice in reverse, which is a little bit of an imbalance, not being able to make up your mind. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. For some of you, and don't accept this if this isn't your story, but for some of you, this is definitely a third-party situation. You could be involved in a committed relationship, or they could be involved in a committed relationship, and there's something, whoever's involved with someone else, they're not content. They're not happy. It's almost like the connection that they're in is either it's toxic or it's unfulfilling. And that's kind of caused them to look elsewhere. And that's where the complication comes in. So let's first try to decipher who each person is. So with person A, wow, okay, so I just have to say this. Both of you could be in relationships with someone else. I'm just going to say that right now because I see it on both sides. I really do. Okay, so person A, I feel like if they're not in a romantic relationship, they are currently single, looking gorgeous, feeling good about themselves, feeling very passionate. And I feel like if they're involved with person B, who I suspect is involved with someone else, there is that feeling of guilt that they're trying to kind of push down. They are trying to ignore that, but it's actually really difficult because I feel like person A has a lot of deep feelings for person B. So they really don't want to let go of this connection at all. At all. In regards to what sign they are, I feel like they could be a Libra because the major arcana showing up here is justice. And if they're well, actually, Libra would actually make a lot of sense here because we have that air energy, and there's something about that Knight of Pentacles that reminds me of Libra energy, kind of that self-confidence and also that kind of romantic vibe that they tend to have. Then when you are looking at person B, I feel like that's the person who is in a relationship with someone else. That person's not happy. There's probably a lot of fighting. There's not a lot of communicating, and things are just not balanced, unsettled. Neither party is really willing to work on the problems anymore. And so I feel like this person, they basically, after meeting you, they saw that fulfillment within you, or they saw that fulfillment within person A, is probably how I should say that. And they felt passion for person A that they hadn't felt for a very long time. There's a connection here. There is a connection here. Now, I do want to say, if you are not in a third party situation romantically, I do feel like there's something. Third party doesn't have to be, someone cheating. Okay, third party could be a workplace that is strongly interfering in this connection. It could be a parent who is somehow interfering, a friend who's interfering. It could be a financial issue that's interfering. There is a huge blockage, something that person B has committed to that really, really, really drains them, doesn't bring them fulfillment, doesn't bring them happiness, and honestly, they feel like it's going nowhere. So their focus has shifted. Okay, and I feel like this connection with you, for whatever reason, or connection with person A for whatever reason, is something that would be frowned upon or looked down upon or judged, or it would make someone angry. Okay, but that being said, I do feel like the chemistry between you is beautiful. And here's the interesting part, guys. So I got free yourself and give your relationship a chance. Now, at first glance, that sounds really contradictory, and this is a hard thing for me to say because, as a tarot reader, I try to be as ethical as possible. And the last thing I want to do is condone cheating, but we don't judge. We don't judge here. But the last thing I want to do is encourage you to cheat. The last thing that I want to do is encourage you to divorce someone or leave a committed relationship for someone else. Especially not knowing your specific situation, because this is a general reading. However, I feel like the advice here is to free yourself from whatever situation or commitment that you have or person B has, and basically give this relationship with person A a shot. So it's basically saying leave this toxic situation and then go towards this new situation with you, okay, or them. However, I know I'm probably confusing you guys even more, but I feel like person B, they're being advised to leave their current situation and then go towards person A. In regards to the passion between you two, there is, I mean, right here, they're essentially devouring each other in both cards. So there is definitely, I feel like both of you are feeling starved for each other. And I don't feel like it's just sexually starved. It's also this passionate starvation. It is this energetic starvation. I feel like you guys really do feed each other's minds, you feed each other's hearts, you feed each other's spiritual natures, you feed each other's bodies. You know, there's something about it that's just very erotic in regards to how you both see each other. Now, when I asked where this connection was going and where it will be in the future, I got house and official person. Okay, so essentially what I get from that is the way this is going, I feel like you guys are probably going to end up together. Okay, I feel like you guys will probably end up at some point moving in together, and you'll end up being in a very committed relationship with each other. Now, if that is not the specific story, you're going to know immediately whether or not that feels right to you. For some of you, that didn't feel right, and for many of you, it did. So this is where it gets confusing, guys, because like I said, this is a general read, and this is such a specific story. If you resonated with that statement, wonderful. If you didn't, the other feeling that I got is that this person B is going to choose to keep their current home life, and they're going to choose to stay in the relationship with this official person that they're officially in a relationship with right now, or they're officially married to right now. Okay, so that's two extremely opposite stories, but I feel like this comes down to your specific situation. Okay, does this person have children with their partner? Or if this is about a job, is this person involved in the military and they have to be enlisted for so many years, or maybe they're about to be deployed? That could be a huge wrench in your guys' relationship, especially if you're not willing to leave your friends and family to be deployed with this person. You see what I'm saying here? There's some kind of huge hurdle between you guys, and it just really depends on what you decide and what they decide that they want from this connection and what they want for their future. Now, if this works out between you two, I do feel like this will be a positive relationship. I do feel like it will be. If it doesn't work out between you two for whatever reason, I feel like you guys will find just as much fulfillment elsewhere. Now that might sound interesting, but truth is I feel like we all have many romantic soulmates who can fulfill us just as much as the next. So I don't feel like we all have a end-all be-all person in order to make us happy. So I feel like if it doesn't work with this person, it'll be disappointing, it will be sad, it will be hurtful, but you will move forward and you will find someone who fulfills you in just the same way, only this time they can show up fully for you. They can show up completely, committed to you and not have their attention skewed in two different directions. I do feel like that's a bit of a blockage here. Trying to see if I see any other stories. I do want to reiterate one more time before I close out the reading. This doesn't have to be a third-party situation with another person. It doesn't have to be a cheating scenario. This could be a workplace, could be about college, your education, could be about the military, could be about a family, parent dynamic, any of that. It could be about this person's own inner struggle, health, whatever it is. There is a blockage that right now, I do feel like they can work on it, but this pile or this person B, they have to make the decision to walk away from their current situation. If they do and move towards you, this can go to positive places. If they choose to stay where they're at, then this relationship will end pretty quickly. So I'm sorry guys, I wish I could give you something a bit more positive, but I gotta tell you what I see. So if you guys got to the end of this reading, please leave a blue heart in the comments so I know how many of you picked this pile. And as usual, please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos like so. I love you guys so much. Take care.